No, I was.
Hey!
Yes.
Ben
ahead.
Franklin, episode 3.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
you know, I was the founding father and I was a Freemason. And I like to mess around with science. And,
Oh, give us a break. You're not really Ben Franklin.
what?
Are you?
Oh,
No, am I really
am.
talking
I'm
to Ben
really
Franklin?
I took a lot of, well, they didn't have vitamins back then.
Yeah?
And I was,
Well, they had vitamins, just wasn't aware of it.
yeah, I wasn't buried. I was put in a mausoleum.
Oh.
So they didn't.
When did you come back?
Oh, I came back right after I don't know when Bush was elected.
Really?
Yeah.
Which Bush?
The baby Bush.
Baby Bush.
Yeah.
2000.
Yeah, the little baby.
So
Bush.
Ben Franklin returned to the earth in the year 2000.
Well, I was helped by some a scientific cryologist.
Uh-huh.
And they
Probably Germans.
What?
No, because the Germans are the best
Yeah,
scientists.
the Germans, right. And I'm not Jewish, but if they did find out.
Oh, Ben, don't be so modest. Hey, Ben, I have a serious question. Ben, I got a serious question for you.
Yeah, don't talk to me. No, I don't want to get thrown again.
But what do you care? You're Ben Franklin.
Oh, right. I don't want to. Yeah, right.
But since Jesus, isn't everyone Jewish? Come on, those founding fathers, they're all Jews.
Oh, I don't know.
This country was built on Jewish morality.
But he was a mamza.
A mama's boy?
A mamza. A mamza.
What's a mamza?
That's Yiddish for, I don't know.
See, how do you know Yiddish, Ben?
Because I used to work, you don't realize back in Philadelphia, I used to go to Izzy's kosher deli back then. It was in the 1700s.
They definitely had delis back then.
Oh my God.
So you guys salted everything because I'm sure the meat would go bad. There was no refrigeration.
And I met the 1,000-year-old man, Mel Brooks. He was
Yeah, I've seen that. That's a good one. I really do like that one.
But back then he wasn't 1,000.
No, he was like 700.
700
Yeah,
years.
yeah, of course.
And boy, did he have bad breath.
Yeah.
He used to.
He didn't brush his teeth or nothing?
No, he ate a lot of herring.
Ugh.
And he had onions.
Oh.
And he had, what do you call it?
Yeah. I don't want to think about it.
No, but sometimes he'd have like a Goyish pork sausage, and I said to him, 700-year-old man,
yep.
You shouldn't have that stuff. It's
not kosher.
It's trite.
Yeah.
Straight.
It's not healthy.
Right. You know Mel Brooks, he talks like that, but Mel, 1,000.
Yo, and on some real stuff. I think that's a good. I like that.
What?
That skit.
Yes.
The 1,000-year-old man.
Oh,
that's
so
brilliant.
funny.
That was so funny.
Do you know it started as just something they did?
Well, he did it. Yeah, he did it with a real news reporter, right?
No, he was.
I thought that guy was like a real reporter.
No, it was.
What's his name?
Carl Reiner.
Reiner.
Yeah, but he wasn't a reporter. He was a TV producer.
Oh, whatever.
And once I forget the house or the party, they made up something.
It's like what we're doing right now.
Loved it. Right.
We can be the next Mel Brooks.
But they're. I think that Mel Brooks is he still?
No, he's around. He's old though.
But Carl Reiner, I think, passed away.
Well, his son is Rob Reiner.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
Very.
Right.
Yes. He married Archie Bunker's daughter.
No, he played Archie Bunker's daughter's boy. Oh, get out of town.
She looked hot, but then she got real fat.
Oh, I'm sure.
I don't know.
That's what happens to everyone.
Yes. Yeah. Well, except me, I look very.
Well,
you know what my dentist says in the winter?
Ben Franklin has a dentist, folks. Listen to this.
He says, Ed, you don't change. You're like
Ed, his name is Ed. What's going on?
Portrait of Dorian Gray. But I use my name Ed because if I say Ben Franklin,
Ed's your alias.
Yeah, well, they'll tell me to go for psychiatric help.
If the world knew that Ben Franklin was back, they wouldn't leave you alone. They would just harass you. Ben, tell us about the revolution.
Can I ask you, why are you dressed as a Gregorian monk? You look like...
Because I've converted. That's a stupid question. Of course I converted.
Nah, you're Jewish.
A-O-B-O-D-O-A. I love the music.
Yeah. You know what I like?
What?
Even though I'm Ben Franklin, I'm not Jewish, but in the real world, I'm the same Jewish. To throw people off because I know Ben Franklin. But I love listening to this Goyish organ music with those blonde shiksas, and I like looking.
Well,
at
they have organs in the high holidays.
They do. Not in Orthodox, not in regular. Maybe in Reform.
Yeah, conservative.
No,
It sounds really
conservative.
nice.
Yeah, it's like Goyish.
You keep using that word.
Well, what's wrong with
It
it?
means nation.
Oh, okay.
The
good.
prophet Isaiah says, "Woe to a sinful nation."
Oh,
Hoi goy hote. He's
How come they
referencing
say
Israel.
goy?
He's referencing Israel.
oh.
What do you mean? Oh, do you understand what I'm saying or
No,
not?
but why did I grew up? Why did we call them Goyish?
Because it's become a slur. That's all.
Oh,
It's become a
I
slur.
won't say it.
Yeah. I apologize to all our friends
I'll
out
say
there.
Schwarz.
Well, that depends on the color of their skin. What do you mean?
Not just be black.
I know. So
I know.
you're gonna call a white guy a sponsor?
But I'm really an albino African American.
We all are. I mean, that's the secret to world peace, everyone. We're all albino African American, deep at heart. Oh, don't worry. If people want to come on our famous podcast, let
I
them.
think so. Now you said it's when I was younger, that was like about how many 120. I was
Longer.
a polymath.
Yeah.
What is a
Many learning, because the word math actually means to learn in ancient
Right,
Greek.
right.
So many learn.
And once I went with that electric thing with the keys.
How did that feel? Were you okay after that?
It was good, but it
was good?
It cured my eating. It cured my.
So it was an instant.
It wasn't attached to my genitals.
No, but
the
like
shock.
the shock gave you a shock wave. Your whole body went. Boop, boop, boop.
Yes, I did.
It was like you were turned on for the first time.
Right. Well, no, I had sexual relations with my common law wife, but
What was her name? I don't even know.
I don't know. She.
He didn't have a wife.
I forgot her name.
I thought Ben Franklin had many wives.
No, well, he had a common law wife. Yeah, in 1723, I kind of like, what do they call it today when you go to someone's apartment? I crashed at the home of John Reed. Let me.
So you were just couch surfing.
Yeah, I really didn't have. I used to hang out by the back of the church. They throw out stuff that has Sunday, and I'd grab the leftovers. But
Okay.
and I crashed at John Reed, and that's where I met his. He had a daughter named Deborah.
Deborah?
Deborah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And I returned to Philadelphia in 1726.
Okay.
I was at when I came back, and
Now you're saying all this from memory, right? You're not reading anything, are you?
no. Well, you're laying in a mausoleum for 2
I know
hours.
you gotta lose your memories. I got you.
Boy, I got a back to those stone.
Yeah.
Those stone muscles.
Well, your back must be kind of fixed too. It must be. It's
And
like
her name
200
was
years.
Deborah. And,
Deborah.
Deborah. And I don't know. And I don't know.
All right.
I had a son, Francis.
How do we help the people today?
But a lot of the people I knew, they died from smallpox. They died from, especially indigestion, because they went to Izzy's Deli. Back then, even though we solved the meat, sometimes it was banned. So what are you gonna do?
But Ben, how do we help the people today? How do we help the world today?
Well, everybody.
Have you ever heard the term tikkun olam? Tikkun olam means to heal the world in Hebrew.
No,
How do we heal the world, Ben?
Everybody should drink seltzer. If they
Really?
have seltzer, nice cold seltzer.
That's the solution?
Just from the refrigerator. They put a little ice in it. No Diet Coke and none of this fancy.
So you're saying seltzer is
none
the
of this
key?
fancy beer these kids have. Very good.
Seltzer's the key to world peace?
Key to world peace, to world health. Real nice cold
Seltzer. I don't think I buy it.
Why is that?
Well, why not just drink water?
Now water. Well, seltzer is water. It's just carbonated.
Okay.
That's all. That's all.
Is there anything else that we could do to help the world?
Well, if you want, you could get. You could go to the supermarket and flavored seltzer, and that would make them even better.
Oh my god. So seltzer's just the key. There's nothing else but seltzer. This is
But I like.
this is like your Jesus, seltzer.
No, this is
Drink
like
seltzer.
Moses.
Oh, okay.
Jesus saves, but Moses invests.
Drink. If you drink seltzer, it will help you free yourself from Egypt.
It will clear up your system.
You're a slave if you don't drink seltzer.
Well, if you drink it, first of all, it gets rid of indigestion,
Sure.
so you can feel better.
Sure.
And you view the world better, so you see somebody like you don't like, an Arab or a Polish person or
Yep.
someone, or a guy like.
This is what Ben Franklin doesn't like.
Yeah, right.
He doesn't
no,
like
he
it.
likes that, but when I drink seltzer,
You feel better.
and yeah, I feel better, so that's all. It's an easy thing.
Nobody can bother you when you're drinking seltzer.
Well, if you get this flavored seltzer, it kind of, what it does to you, it makes you kind of jaded. You become a jaded person. I don't.
So you're suggesting to avoid flavored seltzer?
Well, they
avoid
put
it.
natural stuff, but it's like
Yeah, but
they're tampering.
You don't want to be jaded.
Right.
Okay.
If it's not broken, don't fix it, darling.
So so they say drink water, but you're saying no, not water.
Just
you want
seltzer.
carbonated water.
Yes. Made them. You keep it in the refrigerator for about a day.
What if you don't have a refrigerator?
Oh, that's right. Well, you go to the ice house. We used to have years ago ice house.
What if the ice melts?
Well,
Can you drink the melted ice? No, it's not
You
carbonated.
take the soap, you put it in a canvas sack, tie it, keep it in the stream, and the rock holds it,
Are you waiting for an
and
email?
it's nice and cool.
Sure, I think
So what else do you want? Keep it in the
I'm
bottle.
gonna grab a drink. Keep them entertained. Do not lose the audience.
Why? What am I doing, Don?
No, I'm just gonna get a drink.
Okay. So,
Seltzer, the key to world peace.
yes, I don't like the flavored seltzer. No good. It should be. Friend, I am Ben Franklin, but I was laying in a mausoleum in Philadelphia, and the mausoleum was, and I used to have I remember at night, even though I was dead, I heard like people trying to break into my mausoleum, and I said, well, what are they gonna do with my body? It's like mummified, but I knew someone, and this guy who works at the College of University of Pennsylvania, College of Physicians and Surgeons. He injected me with vinegar, with some, of course, seltzer, a little schmaltz-herring, a shot of Manischewitz wine, and a pishocks from a lop-eared donkey.
Huh?
I'd say that's what they injected me with.
Oh, Dunkin' Donuts?
No, pishocks. Piss.
Oh.
Pishocks from a lop-eared donkey.
Bro. So that kept you alive?
Vinegar, schmaltz herring, and with Manischewitz
So you're
wine.
running on urine and vinegar right now.
Well, I know. I have a nice corned beef sandwich, and I like a cabbage soup. You know, I'm not a snob, but I
Pretty
eat
gross.
like very good.
Uh-huh.
But seltzer.
Seltzer.
Just remember, when you wake up in the morning, in fact, you could go to Target, get a big sign, you write seltzer, and when you wake up.
So are you saying that drinking seltzer will make someone more spiritual?
If everybody in the earth drank nice cold seltzer,
Yeah.
it would first it would clear their digestive
Sure,
system.
and that actually is
then
important.
They'd feel good.
That is
They'd be-
important,
They'd
you're
be
right.
hydrated, and they'd view the world because seltzer it's just water carbonates. What you're doing is you're taking a basic element that everybody needs, and
You're
you're
right.
jazzing it up.
You're not wrong about it, but don't you think we need more like good philosophy and
No.
only seltzer?
Oh, because when you get good philosophy, you get like these fancy pants intellectuals.
Yeah, but they're ruining it for us.
Of course they are. Of course they are. They do it because when they overcomplicate
They don't realize they're
No,
overcomplicated.
but it provides employment for them.
Barely.
Well, in their universities. That's another thing.
But don't you think that we need spiritual growth as the human race?
Well-
Seltzer's. I understand what you're saying.
Spiritual is
Seltzer
good.
could help, but
But spiritual one says, I believe in this.
right.
The other says, I
But maybe
believe
if
in
everybody
that.
drank seltzer, we'd all start to. Instead of saying I'm right, you're wrong. Hey,
Yes.
We're all wrong. Let's be wrong together. How about that?
No, a seltzer you can't argue with. Everybody, you know.
But you're saying the seltzer will give people a better digestive system and a better mind.
Right, but it clears the mind too.
Clears the mind.
And there's something the first water, pure water, and when you carbonate it, what it does, it gets into the brain cells and it makes it happy. You got happy brain cells.
So I'm saying so you fix the biology with seltzer.
Right.
But then the spirituality comes through the mind and the body.
You need
it will receive the spiritual.
You need the seltzer. Now, if you like a little.
By the way, I do drink seltzer. I'm still a mess.
You drink seltzer?
And I'm still a mess.
No, you don't drink seltzer, do you?
You don't believe me?
Well.
How do I prove it to you?
No, I think you.
I drank seltzer last night.
You like? Well, you're a Jewish boy, right? You like seltzer.
What does seltzer have to do with religion?
Well, most Jewish people drink seltzer.
Now you're just stereotyping.
Okay, now, what's good? The reason you'll feel good with seltzer.
Well, I drink flavored seltzer. Is that the problem? That's the problem.
That's it.
Plain seltzer.
Plain seltzer.
Interesting.
Plain seltzer.
Clear the system.
Clear the system.
Be open to.
It cleans the system. It clears the brain cells.
Okay.
And I was laying in a mausoleum for 280 years.
Longer.
Now I'm back because they
seltzer.
knew seltzer. They put white vinegar, a little.
Where does vinegar come from?
Well, a little Pepto-Bismol, a few tablets of what they call
anti-acid.
What's that thing you throw it in? Alka-Seltzer. That's Alka-Seltzer. What's better for a deceased, mummified man?
Seltzer's the key. Seltzer really is the key.
I love it. And you know what you do? When you have seltzer, and you have food, you don't eat too much, you get a good balance.
We shouldn't. You know what's one of the main problems with people is we are excess. Food. Yum. You know what I'm saying? So if we just drink plain seltzer, and ate healthy but less, stop being indulgent, be selfless, embrace the world, right?
Right, and
this is the key.
A picture of me, a lithograph like this, and paste it on your refrigerator.
Why?
On your bed.
Are you the savior, Ben Franklin?
No, I don't want to be known as an icon. I just think when people look at me, they know everything's going to be good.
Yes, but no false images.
Yep.
No false images.
No, this is not a false image.
That's in the Ten Commandments.
A what?
No false image of God.
Who said that?
Ten Commandments, Moses.
Oh, Moses.
Nobody's going to pray to you, Ben. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't mean it as a religious thing.
But not to change the subject. Isn't it kind of weird that Christians are obsessed with the picture of Jesus?
Well, that's their religion. They're more of a...
But they follow
Christianity
the Ten Commandments. They follow the Ten Commandments.
Yes, but
wait, no, hold a second. Just follow me for a second. They follow the Ten Commandments. The second commandment, or the second one, thou shalt not create a false image.
Well,
so what's going on?
Yeah, I don't want to get into
that.
Ben,
come on, you're killing me.
I don't want to get into that. Because Christianity comes from a pre-Christian era where they had princes and kings and dukes. Please, I don't want to get.
Ben is triggered. I triggered him. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't want to.
You want to talk about the revolution? How was the revolution?
Well,
good?
I knew
was it
George
a good revolution?
Washington.
Yeah. How was George?
I knew George.
He had bad teeth, right?
He had wooden teeth.
Yeah. What happened to his teeth?
Well, they didn't have back then. They didn't have the dentist. He did go to.
He was kind of healthy, wasn't he?
He went to. It was in downtown Philadelphia, right near the Liberty Bell. Dr. Jeffrey Schnotzstein was a dentist.
Sure.
And Dr.
That's a real name for sure.
Dr. Jeffrey Schnotzstein, 385 Liberty Way. If you need some wooden false teeth.
He's still around.
Oh, yes.
He's there.
Because he likes.
Well, it's his great-great-grandson.
No, it's the same man.
How is he around still?
Because Ben Franklin had these guys reincarnate him because he says I need a good dentist. I'm not gonna wear wooden teeth.
You have
anymore.
the ability to reincarnate people?
If you were
sounds like magic.
If you're in a mausoleum,
Yeah.
you may be a dried up, mummified piece of dung.
Yeah.
But these guys from University of Pennsylvania School of Physicians and Surgeons, there's a guy there, Dr. Ahmad Tutankhamun. He used to work with guys from the Egyptian.
He sounds Egyptian.
Well, he's a modern day Egyptian,
Uh-huh.
but he likes Jews and Christians.
Is he
So-
related to King Tut? His name's a little familiar.
I know. Well, he had an affair with his daughter.
Whoa. Interesting.
Yes. And he got too bad. He got bit by one of them
The Beatles?
an asp on his.
What's an asp? A beetle?
Don't you remember asp are those snakes, an Egyptian thing? You can look it up.
I've never heard of asp.
Yes.
Cobra.
It was called asps back then.
Oh. Wait, but what happened when he got bit? Because he's still around, you said.
Well, what happened is he didn't feel good, and they thought he was dying. So they said, "Why don't you lie down and take it easy? Lie, and we're gonna build like a nice straw boat like Moses had, and he floated down the Nile. So he floated down the Nile.
So he went to the Sudan.
He went to Sudan.
Yeah.
And some Sudanese, they thought he was like some god,
Oh, really?
and they gave him.
This is the professor of the University of Pennsylvania, folks. Just to remind you.
I'm not, but he.
No, we're talking about the professor, what? Tutankhamun.
Yeah,
Professor Tutankhamun.
Ahmad Tutankhamun.
Ahmad.
And his family owns a couple of gas stations in Philadelphia.
I'm sure.
They have the convenience store.
I mean-
which was robbed, unfortunately, and his uncle who worked there got shot.
Oh,
and robbed.
brutal.
Like, terrible. But
So
he
sorry to
didn't
hear.
like. You know why?
Why?
Because he didn't carry seltzer. He had all this.
Really?
Flavored seltzer.
No, he had flavored seltzer.
And
that's the problem.
Right, and he had flavored tea and Diet Coke.
Wait, no more flavored tea?
You know,
What kind of tea do you like? Black tea?
tea?
Green tea?
You make any kind of tea.
But you have to drink seltzer first.
Well, as long as you drink seltzer, you can have.
I have a stupid
still have
question.
other drinks.
Can you make tea out of seltzer?
You make it out of water. Why not? But
Have you ever heated up seltzer?
No.
That's it. You want to try? That sounds kind of interesting.
No, seltzer activates by when it gets cold.
Okay. So there's no point.
Right.
Yeah. Whatever.
And I don't know. And another thing is good you can have with the seltzer. They had them like back. It started coming around pickles. They had a nice kosher dill pickle.
Yeah.
Just seltzer and Coke out of a nice cold from a pickle, and no food. Maybe you could have a piece of matzah now and then. It'll make you feel
Matzah?
better. Yeah.
That's only during Pesach.
No, I eat matzah all year round.
Oh, that's brutal. Ben Franklin
You don't
eats
like
matzah all year.
matzah?
You want to eat saltines?
Matzah's better. I love matzah.
Dude, I think matzah might mess up your digestion.
No, what is it? It's just flour and water.
Everybody says it messes up their digestion. How could you be different?
It messes up my digestion because I don't drink seltzer.
Oh, brutal. The truth hurts, guys. The truth hurts.
Yes. Why do you have?
Oh, I was gonna say.
Why do you wear that monk's costume?
Relax. It's just a hood on my fucking sweatshirt. God.
I'm sorry.
Ben Franklin is so weird.
What?
No, so seltzer.
Because it scares me. It scares me.
It scares you.
No, that's all right. Sorry.
Well, actually, Ben Franklin doesn't like monks, right? Because he's a Protestant.
Yeah, he's a Protestant, but he's not. He's more like those. What do you call those people? Like they're from New England. And they're not really. They're not Mormons. They're something else.
Oh, the Amish. The Amish are in Pennsylvania.
The ones
Quakers.
Quakers or something like that.
Yeah.
some people used to call him a cracker. He didn't like that because he
What?
was.
Wait.
Because he was.
You said a cracker.
Because when he came back,
A salty cracker?
He was for the civil rights movement,
Sure.
and he took the bus
You're talking about yourself, by the way.
down to Selma, Alabama.
You're talking about yourself.
Yeah, Ben Franklin.
You're talking in third person.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, whatever.
But you know, I'm in this dimension.
Yeah, it's tough. I was going to ask you, how do you like the modern world, actually?
I think
Is it better than when the horses were shitting everywhere?
People live longer. You don't die of infantile.
But there's less horse shit, right?
Yeah, you live longer, and you know they talk about everybody mean, but that's,
So you didn't mind all the horse poop everywhere? That didn't bother you?
well,
It must have smelled back then.
it was a nice smell.
Really?
You know, now and then.
Well, I guess people were used to it.
But the world was better now. The world's better now, and America. I love America.
Well, America's the greatest country on the planet.
I know, but I want to ask you,
Yeah.
Ben, why these young kids hate America when people from other countries risk their lives
Yeah.
coming here?
I'll
But I'll
explain
tell
that.
you another thing. Do you know a lot of these foreign people? I hear they say, "What is with these young kids putting down America? Let them live in the country I was in, and they'll know what freedom is."
I'll try to explain in about 4 minutes. We got about 4 minutes left, Ben. I hope you don't mind.
I don't mind. Because I really have to take a dump, and there's no outhouses here.
They're called bathrooms now.
But I only like outhouses. I still go to outhouses.
So he needs an outhouse. Folks, listen, can you help Ben Franklin out? We need the closest outhouse to where we are.
No, I built
Send-
my own.
You built the outhouse.
Yes, I dig the hole, and then I got some a friend, this guy John, and he helps me. I pay him a fee.
I'm going to explain to you very quickly why people hate America today. In America,
I love America.
Well, you helped found it.
Yes, do you like America?
I think it's the greatest country
I know, but-
in the history of the human race.
But why do these young
I'll tell you.
Americans hate it? Because I don't want to. Because it gets me angry.
Well, you asked me,
Right.
Ben, you want the answer or not?
Yes.
America is now being controlled by the great Satan. That's the answer.
Right.
And it's very sad. There's a lot of powerful people in charge, and they're pushing a certain agenda.
Right.
They're manipulating people's minds.
Right.
And let me tell you something else, Ben. It's not the fucking Jews. It's the Illuminati. Do you know what the Illuminati is?
Jews, it's wasps that do it.
No, don't blame the wasps. Come on.
Okay.
No, a lot of people think the Illuminati. You were in the Illuminati. Were you a Mason?
I was a Mason. Yes.
They think the Illuminati is the
Mason. We used to build patios and fireplaces.
No, but
I had a Mason.
the Freemasons.
Yes.
There are people today who think that your organization is responsible for the great Satan. What do you say to that?
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
Great Satan comes from what I think America is now is a corporatocracy.
Yeah.
And if you look, the ones who really control the wealth are the white Anglo-Saxon Protestants. Yeah, there's a lot of rich Jews, but you just can't blame them. You know.
Okay. So
Okay. I don't want to
blame anyone.
No, I think you're a bit of a self-hater, but
At the end of the day, the great Satan is in all of our souls.
everybody has a
Everybody has the sin, right?
You know why?
Why?
Because they don't drink seltzer.
Oh, that's it, folks.
And don't be swayed by these Madison Avenue types that drink flavored seltzer.
Yeah. So
That's
really, the
what's
key is
supposed
no
to cover.
flavor. So, folks, we're gonna wrap it up here with Ben Franklin. The key to the peace, world peace, and destroying the great Satan in America and elsewhere in the world: drink plain seltzer.
Right, and do unto
Amen.
others as you have your. Just plug up your rectum. That's all.
Okay, but seltzer first, and then everything else.
Plug up your rectum because there's a lot of people looking to violate you.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Seltzer.